I'm on my knees waiting for the answer. Is Eugene Dogpish or is he cancer? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. I like a wee sing song, but anyway, so Eugene had been kicked out of the group for lying about saving the world. It's the end of the world as we know it. The Walking Dead Season 5 Fury. 157 votes, 8 comments. I'm looking forward to this. But should he have been kicked out? In my personal opinion, yes. Now, they tried to spin it and say, well, you know what? He used the one thing he's useful at, is one skill set, and that's lying. Smarty pants over here. Eugene's only thing he adds to the group, right, is the fact that he's, the scientist and could have saved the world. Now, yet, I'm not denying that his intelligence obviously helps, and I know there's going to be a few comments. Oh, but he helped save them and all that war. See, in season 5, they didn't know that, right? They didn't even know who Negan was, they didn't even know who Alexandra was at this point. So we can't go that far into the future. I'm not denying, right, that a smart guy helps you in the long term, but at the end of the day, the guy's lied. The guys lied to us, and I think they were being far too lenient on you, Eugene. Well, anyway, I'm going to go with, yeah, he should have been kicked out. Otto says, might sound cliche here, but one of the big things that makes our group keep going is that everyone cares about each other and would die for one another. If they start kicking people out of the group, that love would turn into fear. Even though everyone can understand why Eugene was kicked out of the group, people would start thinking about what if they got kicked out in fear of making mistakes when the group's loyalty is starting to crack. Yeah, there's mistakes, right, and issues, but then there's this. You know what I mean? There's like fucking lying, destroying everyone's future. Essentially, what this is. Yeah, I get two replies to this. Sup? When Eugene was kicked out of the group, lol, he only went to the Saviors to protect Rosita after she stupidly shot Negan. He's talking about this poll. He's talking about this question. Yeah, exactly, man. Anyway, DK 5401 says, in my opinion, Eugene was a card back in those days, and lying in order to survive can only be expected of someone Eugene would do. So I don't really think you could effectively condemn him. Yeah, I'm not saying death, but I think if they kicked him out, like, it would have been acceptable. Instead, I think Eugene should have stayed, as he is an asset to the group in other ways, such as bullet making and general intelligence. Yeah, he is. He's smart. No one's denying that, but I think he should have actually get put it out. He absolutely should have been kicked out of the group, if not hand fed to Walker, said Bridget Connor. This wasn't exactly a small lie that had little to no impact on others. Eugene was getting preferential treatment from the group, specifically because he convinced her that he could cure the fire, so therefore his life was more valuable than anyone else. Exactly, and he needed to be protected at all costs. There's no coming back from that kind of betrayal. People were risking their lives to protect Eugene and putting his safety above their own because they believed he could save the world when in reality the guy couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. The group members need to know this abhorrent behaviour will not be tolerated and will be met with severe punishments. Otherwise, there's nothing to stop others from telling D-bag lies for their own personal benefit. When one person's life is valued and protected above the rest, everyone else just becomes servants or bodyguards. Picture it this way: Eugene is Santa Padre and the rest of the group are Inland Empire in Orange County. If Eugene was part of any other group in the Walking Dead, there's a good chance he would have been ousted or put down. It's also very possible that many of the other groups would have actually cross-examined Eugene and or demanded some sort of tangible proof. I can't imagine that someone like the governor is just going to pack up Penny, Schubert, Salazar, Gargulio, in an estate wagon, drive Eugene across the world just because Eugene says he's this important guy who can fix everything. Spoiler alert, Eugene's character doesn't get better, and I'd argue it actually gets worse. One might think that in a apocalyptic world, catfishing would be a thing of the past, but somehow Eugene managed to become a victim in the final season. Total shit character. Bridget Connor, you do not disappoint. Absolutely on the money. I totally agree. Fuck Eugene, little bitch. You know, pissy pants mullet. Fucking hate the bastard. Anyway, Sup says absolutely not. If they did, they would have lost the war versus Negan, but they didn't know it. That yeah, exactly. Young Art says even though they would have been killed by Negan with him doing that to the bullets, I would have domed him if it was me. Yeah, I mean, I think Eugene getting battered by Abraham was justified. Like the group's like, it's just because of the group that Abraham was with. He was with Glenn, Tara, Rosita, and Maggie. Three women and simp, pathetic simp, highlight simp with Glenn. Honestly, man, a bunch of jobbers, But yeah, they would have lost potentially the war against Negan. But I mean, Eugene Giant changes quite a lot of things. So, or being kicked out changed a lot of things. But anyway, guys, your thoughts down below. Let's go into it. For Uncle Eugene, I'm yawning because talking about him bores the tits off, mate. Walking Dead, Refuse, coming soon. Till then, Peace. Well, they say they're coming soon. They're already on. Get them viewed. Get them watched. Till then, no. Peace.